Hi, this is Steve Skatesbrook, and this is just a short overview of the use of Gantt charts within construction. Now, Gantt charts have been around for a while. If you look on the notes that I've done, the references at the bottom of this presentation, you will see some links to the wiki page for this, and it gives you an overview of how Gantt was invented and used. But this is really just an overview of how it's used in general construction. At the end of this, I'll look into what's called critical path analysis, which is the next step up, used primarily, as I will tell you, on larger projects. And then the way that synchro is now being linked, in other words, how we can link the digital 3D model you're going to learn how to use and link that into the Gantt chart. In fact, they become one. And it is very powerful. Some of the big contractors and specialist engineering practices use this constantly now to check how the site is going to go, how it will work, and whether they can make modifications to the system so that they can get a better flowing site. So, planning and sequence of works, or another name for this is probably going to be the Gantt chart. So, what is planning and sequence and why we do it? What is the purpose of a plan and sequence of work? Well, it really is looking at each possible move and material and labour that's going to be used on the site and making sure that we have a specific order so that we can have materials delivered on site at the right time, where we can have people there at the right time, and when we can have trades there at the right time. So the sequence is there. How we do it and why we do it is often the need for discussion. So who will use this chart? Really, I can see this, and I know it's been used just by about everybody within the profession, from the technician in the architect's office looking to see where they can make drawings available or when they need to make them available, through to the clients, through to the QS, and the other engineers, all looking to see when they need to provide work. But mostly it's down to the contractor, who is looking at his site and trying to control it in the best way. Really, you can call Gantt charts really a modified bar chart within a spreadsheet, and that's the best way to look at it. I've put a small little video up to show you how to do this later on, so take a look at it and see how it goes. So the sequence of works, why is control and what is control and why? Where do you plan to control and what do you plan and how do you plan to do it? It's all there within the Gantt chart, seeing what needs to be done and looked at. Simply put, a Gantt chart is really a visual view of tasks scheduled over time, where time is the horizontal bar chart and the vertical is the sequences that need to be looked at and controlled. Here I've put in an example of a Gantt chart, and I'll go through it in the video you can see over here, where we can look at how this is actually done with a good example. Then we'll move on to the planning and any developments in the concourse or the conversion of significant amounts of resources, time and money and materials, why this is important. Then we'll look at the sequence of operations, and this is something you're going to learn time and time again throughout your career, and that is how it's done and why it's done, and what materials cannot be put on top of each other, or you have to wait until they've cured.